Hello, I'm Dan Bassel. In 1993, I created the Tutor Mentor Connection in Chicago to help non-school, volunteer-based tutoring and mentoring programs grow in all poverty neighborhoods of Chicago. I created the Tutor Mentor Institute, LLC, in 2011 as a new framework for leading this effort. I've used visualizations such as this to communicate my ideas and strategies for many years, and I've started to put some of these on YouTube recently. I hope you've taken a look. In this one, I'm going to talk about the infrastructure needed to help high-quality youth-serving organizations be available in all the different neighborhoods where they're needed. And I'm going to talk about the role of volunteers in helping make that happen. If you look at the picture on this graphic, I'm right there in the middle. I'm right next to the logo. That's me. And these are all kids and volunteers who came together over the years 1975 to 2011 because I and a few other people made the effort to keep the doors open of a non-school volunteer-based tutor mentor programs. The purpose of the Tutor Mentor Connection is to help make such programs available in every poverty neighborhood, not just in a few. Now, over the years, a variety of interns have helped me to communicate some of my ideas. This is a graphic that was actually created by a graduate from Northwestern University in about 2009, 2010. And the goal here was to show what you don't see when you walk into a tutor mentor program. You see a youth and a volunteer sitting together, and you see some books and some activities going on. But what you don't see is the infrastructure that enabled that to happen. And so like an iceberg, you see a little bit above the water, you see a lot below the water. Now, in 2010 and 11, a couple of interns began to look at this and created a new version of it. So I'm going to show you an animation that they created, and I'm going to give a little voiceover to it, which wasn't available before. So bear with me. So I'm going to start and stop this to give you a little bit of a talk through. But the title is How to Set Up a Tutor Mentor Program, and this is done with a flash animation. So just take a look. So the intern who created this presentation, she looked at the top of the iceberg, what's above the water, and she put together these building blocks. You see skill building, and you see they're building the relationship between the mentor and the mentee. You see learning and enrichment activities. You see academic tutoring. You see a whole bunch of different things. But is that all? And so she now it's asking us, is that all there is to see? No, it's not. So let's look a little bit deeper. What you don't see is the communications, the recruitment, the screening, the equipment needed, the human resources, the space needed to operate a program. There's a whole bunch that in the programs I led that we had to do every day just to enable kids and volunteers to be there in the evenings a couple times a week. And that's true for every tutor mentor program, not just for a single tutor mentor program. So that's a quick video. It was done in flash animation, and I share these on our websites, but right now these are no longer easy to view because flash animation is not well supported. So let's go back to the PowerPoint here. That animation is a conversion of this graphic, and this graphic was done by another intern. And the point of this is that the ideas and the graphics that I've created in PowerPoint presentations over the last 15 to 20 years, they could be repackaged and recommunicated with all kinds of creativity, much better talent than I do. As you listen to my videos, you can see it's not very sophisticated, and so others could do this much better than I do, and that's my invitation. We need many people creating these communications pieces and sharing them with adults, not just in Chicago, but in cities all over the country, if we're going to build the resources needed to make good programs available to kids everywhere. So let's go back and look at this just a little bit more. So if you look at a map of a city like Chicago, these shaded areas show areas of high poverty. Well-organized non-school tutoring, mentoring, and learning programs need to be available to K-12 youth in every one of these neighborhoods, and every one of these organizations needs to have a needs to have a strong infrastructure to enable kids and volunteers to connect and stay connected for not just 1 year, but for many years. Now, how do we do that? If each of these different organizations is out there looking for help, they're not all going to be able to get the help they needed. What I've been trying to communicate is, what if we reverse that? What if we created what I'd call a virtual corporate office where people in different businesses, human resource businesses, marketing businesses, advertising, finance, law, supply, what if these different industries were recruiting teams of volunteers to mobilize the different types of support programs need and help make that available all over the city? Now, I communicate these ideas in PowerPoint presentations that are available on the tutormentorexchange.net website. I share them on the Tutor Mentor blog, tutormentor.blogspot.com. I tweet them. I put them on YouTube like this. You can connect with me on Twitter at Tutor Mentor Team, or I'm on Facebook and I'm on LinkedIn. My email is tutormentor2@earthlink.net. If you'd like to talk about this or talk about creating your own versions of this, I'd like to hear from you. Thanks for taking the time to look at this. Have a good day.